Hello everybody, today we are going to roast the blue.com shop. It's a furniture online store, as they call themselves, modern furniture store. And we're going to use our hockey stick SEO checklist to help us to go through the most important issues. And I suggest we just dig in. So as you can see, that's the Blue Dot online store. They recently changed their main keyword for the homepage from design furniture into modern furniture. We can maybe look into that further on. Just let's take a look at the shop at the beginning to get a feeling what the shop is about and so on. So the gang is all here. That's a nice headline to start with, but it's not saying it all. Maybe the gang are all the furniture products, but as you can see, we missed the H1 heading here. So let's take a look inside what the H1 heading is. It looks to be blue.modern furniture. I suppose it is the one behind the logo. So let's convince ourselves if that is true. No, that isn't. So we will need the source code later on. So let's open it and search for the H1. The H1 on this site is, like I already said, blue.modern furniture, but it's placed in the main content div. You can see it here. Means it's further down there somewhere, but we cannot see it. Maybe they have hidden it. What a bad idea to do. So do not ever hide your H1. Do not never place your H1 behind the logo. Okay, let's see what we have here. We have some nice furniture, some nice chairs, some nice low boards, chairs, sofas, and so on. Those are the best sellers. We'll see them all. Let's get a feeling what is mostly sold on this online store. As we can see, the loading time is not the best. What suggests for us to make a speed test for the category. So while we're waiting and watching, let's do the speed test and see if this category has any problems or those categories have a problem. But bestsellers, we have a possibility to filter it in stock. As we see, this very cheap chair for $1,755 is the bestseller, and some other nice things. It looks nice, but it's quite pricey, we can say, for the start. They have also lamps. Okay, you can start thinking about, are lamps really a part of the entity of furniture? What do you think? They have lighting as a category here. Have also beds. Somehow interesting. And also an office desk, as I see. So a nice mixture. Okay, those are the best sellers. As we can see, chairs seem to be high up there. The low boards are also popular. They're looking really nice. From my perspective, at least, it seems like 60s style, and then some really postmodern furniture. Well, a lot of low boards, bookcases, sofas, and chairs. Okay, let's go back to the starting point and introduce our checklist. So if you want to get this checklist or this preview of the checklist, just visit SEOLAXY.com. Click on the SEO checklist and you can get it here by becoming our member to get the complete checklist. Or if you want just the preview I'm using in the roast sessions, you can sign up for a newsletter and get it as a welcome gift. And you will get important notifications about lessons and so on. And we are sending one newsletter weekly, almost every week, if there is something great to report on, so you don't miss it for the e-commerce SEO topics, which are very important, changes in the SERP layout, changes in the algorithm, and so on. So, and before we begin, if you like the roast and would like your online store to be roasted, you can use the menu point roasts and submit your roast for a free. You submit your online store for a free roast. Okay, let's go on. So the first point on our checklist is the following. So, are search engine bots allowed to enter? That's the first question. And if they are not, then we have unlimited growth potential because Google is not able to enter, so they cannot do a lot about it. So how do we check that? We go into the robots.txt, which is always located in the root folder, and see what is disallowed. A lot of it is disallowed here. So for all user agents, they disallow entry for the bots for all the following folders, but nothing seems so much spectacular. Catalog product view and catalog category view might be an issue. We will see later on. And the other ones seem quite okay. They have also submitted a sitemap. Let's take a quick look into the sitemap. Oh, horrible. Until it doesn't load. So now we have it. And the last time some of those things were changed says here 2023. That's the reason why you shouldn't use the last much. Google should not know when you have changed it. There is no a positive nor negative side to it, but if you leave it out, it's better. So how will Google crawl it? It will crawl from top to the bottom. So visiting this category as the first one. Let's see what's hidden behind that. Again, some loading issues. It's taking a lot of time. Let's see what our page test says. It says that in 1 second, we have already something to see for the last category checked. And it takes 3 seconds to load the whole thing. That's not bad. It could be improved, but as we can see, there are so many JavaScript files. So from here on, until here is all JavaScript. So we could minimize those JavaScripts. The pictures don't seem a big issue. The loading fast, so we assume they're not big at all. So it looks okay, but it can be improved. The TTFB is also okay. It's under 300 milliseconds, so that's durable for the user. Okay, now let's check. So if Google can enter, we can say Google can enter it. So the issue is not given here for this online store. Let's see what CMS they're using. It's Magento tool. And they have some additional pixel tracking pixels. That's okay. Embedded Vimeo videos. Okay. It looks quite okay. So maybe the Avin and Impact affiliate programs having also some issues or creating some loading issues for this online store, but we don't care. So the next one, so are search engine bots allowed to enter? Yes, no problem at all. So is the strongest main domain URL the default main domain URL? I will not explain every of those points. For that reason, you have our YouTube channel, you have the school and academy lessons where we covered all those things in depth. So how to check it, why to check it, what it brings, and so on. I will not explain here. I will just do the audit, do the roast, and see what's here important. So after that, the most important thing is to check this. So as the main URL, it's loading the HTTPS version, which is great, with the www, with the www or the World Wide Web. So HTTPS www seems to be the main version. Let's see if that version also has the biggest amount of backlinks for this domain. Therefore, we will enter here blue.com. The tool I'm using is SEMrush. You can find the link to a 14-day trial for SEMrush, a full trial where you can use all functions in the description of this roast. So here we see that they are long time here playing the Google game. They also have the orange line is paid traffic. They also made a big campaign in the spring of 2023. Interesting, in the last 2 years, they're not growing almost at all, but if we turn out the paid traffic, it kind of looks that they're losing organic visibility, organic traffic, and maybe therefore also organic revenue. But we will take a look into it. Maybe that's the reason the last drop here in the last week, maybe due to that, because they changed the main keyword of the homepage from design furniture into modern furniture. I wanted to do this roast last week, so I took a look at this online store before, and that's what I noticed today. They changed it. They have 7,700 referring domains. That's great. And now let's take an overview of the backlink structure and where are they pointing to. And most of the backlinks most of the referring domains are pointing to the HTTPS www version. So it seems that version is stronger than the non-www version, but it has almost double the amount of referring domains. But let's take a look at the quality of those domains. Therefore, we are going into this view and activate only the active domains and sort it by authority score. And we see that the New York Times backlink is pointing to this version, to the current version. Indeed, Business Insider, MapQuest, EEL, Wixsite, Behance, and so on and so on. If it's no follow or do follow, you already know it doesn't a lot matter. It doesn't matter a lot. So let's see the other version, the non-www version. Seems it has a great link from Crunchbase, from Webflow, but still, if we look at the authority score of the first 10 domains, this version wins. So they don't have this issue too. So their strongest main domain URL is their default domain URL. Great. Now let's take a look if they also have, like you have seen here, the certain amount, a good amount of referring domains to the HTTP version. So they need to make sure that they have a 301 redirect from every HTTP version to the main version. We know that the main version is the WW version. Therefore, we are going to use httpstatus.io to see if they have double redirects, meaning if we do the opposite of the current main domain, which is the non-www version and the HTTP version. So the HTTP non-www version, let's see if they have only one redirect. And there it is, the big problem, the first big problem for this online store. So they have a 301 redirect from the HTTP version to the HTTPS and a 302 redirect from the non-www version to the www version. And that's not a good idea. So they are losing here a lot of link juice. So they're losing 50% of the backlinks, external link juice, which is coming through those 632 domains. They're losing half of it because this is not done right. Especially the 302 redirection is bad because that is a temporary redirection and can have other issues. So what they need to do is make out of this a single 301 redirect. So let's take a look at HTTP with www, which is the other version. They have a 301. That's okay. And if we look at the HTTPS version, but the non-www version, www version, we see, you will often hear me that I tell www instead of www because in German it's www. So we have here the 302 redirects there, and that is also a bad idea, meaning that the links showing those 550 15 links are also having troubles, meaning they are not completely transferred to the main domain. So going to the checklist, this point, this issue would be selected as yes, they have that issue and they can go on. What am I talking about? What do you check as yes or no? I will just show you an example. Here is an example of one issue from the checklist. So it was the robots.txt check. And then you can check, does this online store have this issue? Yes or no. Then you can learn why is that an issue and what is the solution we have prepared. Inside SEOLAXY, you have the ticket for creating a solution for this. So you don't need to write the ticket for the developers. You can use this ticket, send it to them, and it will be solved. So if we look now at this list, at our list, we are going through. So for the issue, for the third issue, they have that issue and they have an organic growth potential of 50%, meaning if they only fix this one, which we have found here, their organic visibility could grow for 50%, meaning also the organic revenue and organic profit could rise up to 50%. And especially in their position where they have 7,700 referring domains and almost 1,000 are wrongly redirected, that could be solved. So they don't have especially the multiple domain redirect. They have it, but it's not the usual one, 301, 301. It's even worse here. So for this online store, it might be even 60 or 70% just by solving this issue. Okay, let's go on for number 4. All domain redirects 301. That's the next one. They're not. So solving this and this together, you see, you can get up to 80%. So I don't need to go into it because I already explained it. So the next one is the category topical entity clear. So meaning what they are selling here. So everything for the living room, then some storage, then for dining room, for bedroom, for the office, for outdoor furniture, and lighting and accessories. So is that all within their entity? So let's now find out what is their entity. So they claim their entity is modern furniture, right? And for that, everything seems to be a part of that entity, but we need to double check it. If you now think a little bit harder, then you can almost feel where it's going somehow in the wrong direction. So out of those categories, clearly those 5 belong to the furniture entity. No one can deny that. The bedroom, from an e-commerce perspective, bedrooms are often, or beds and everything related to beds, has many other online stores which have only that cluster. So they're not in the entity of furniture, they're in the entity of bedrooms. And even you have some online stores, some huge online stores which are in the niche of mattresses. So that's a high competition niche compared to the other ones. But still, it belongs to the entity, but their chances to have good rankings being bedroom as only one of the level 1 categories is much thinner than for those who are having it as a cluster or those who have mattresses as their niche. Okay, so office is clearly in it. Outdoor, so we can say all the categories on the left side are indoor and that one is outdoor. Maybe it's still furniture, but this one left is inside a home. So, and this one belongs more to garden. So, and if you look at big generalistic shops, they have a category home and garden, and some of them have split it into home and garden separately. So going with outdoor is kind of still in the entity, but not so close to all the other categories. It's somehow others. Let's say they're all sheep, but those are the white sheeps, and this one is the black sheep. Now we come to lighting. Lighting is a big topic. So it isn't just lighting here. So if we take a closer look, we say those are table lamps, floor lamps, ceiling lights, and wall lights. So, okay, table lamps and floor lamps or bedside lamps and so on, that could be somehow still in the entity, but ceiling lights, that's still kinda in the entity, and with one foot in the entity, with the other one already gone, and wall lights should be out of the entity. And then if we look at accessories, and they have here art, mirrors, rugs, pillows, and hooks and candles. Oh my God, some of those are out of the entity. So candles are for sure out of the furniture entity. Candles. So hooks and coat racks, okay, we can still leave it there. Pillows and throws. Pillows are for sure somehow related to furniture, especially for the bedroom. Rugs also, but you have many online stores who are dedicated to rugs. But art, that is far-fetched. Mirrors is a part of it, and you have dedicated shops for decor items. So having everything inside it is not the best idea. It can stay, but if you want a clean entity, I would clean it out. Also, this online store seems to sell furniture which is high priced. So if it's high priced, why would you bother and sell mirrors, pillows, and so on, which are quite less pricier than those items? I assume, let's see, maybe they have pillows of a few $1,000s. They don't have them. So it's just a nice to have item, nice to have category, but it is not belonging clearly to that, especially the candles. So how much are the candles in here? Let's see it, $20. Okay, if you ask the online store owner of Blue Dot, he will clearly or she will clearly say, that's because my customers want everything in one place and they want to buy it when they're buying a complete living room or a complete dining room and so on. They want all the items in it. That's an assumption which I assume will be not covered with data. So if somebody is buying an expensive sofa, do you believe that they are going now to buy the rug inside this store, or do they go to a special online store for rugs and have a lot of rugs to choose from? So, of course, sometimes it can happen, but that they buy a rug, that they buy candles and so on from this online store while shopping. But like you see, they have 10 rugs, and that is already a good sign that this category could be removed from this online store. But let's see if lights, as lightning and so on, are part of the Google Shopping taxonomy categorization, and see if we can see them as a part of this one. So lighting. So we have aquarium lighting. That's not what you're searching for. So photography, many items. Home and garden. You see home and garden lighting. It's a part of home and garden, but it seems not to be a part of furniture. The easier way to do it is to look after furniture. And car, cat, furniture, that we will scroll this list to see with our own eyes. Here, furniture is a level 1 category inside Google. And inside here, we can now search for lighting and see that there is nothing about it. So furniture, I would like to extract this list and then look for lighting, but I can do it also with my eyes. So babies, cabinets, chairs, office furniture, outdoor furniture. Okay, Google says here that outdoor furniture is a part of furniture, so no need to classify it as garden, as I already mentioned. Okay, there are tables, sofas, shelving, room dividers even. But as you can clearly see, there are no rugs, there is no lighting, and there are for sure no candles, because candles almost burn every nice furniture down. So, okay, let's see where rugs are placed, not under drugs. So they're in home and garden, bathroom accessories, those are another rugs, and they're part of decor. So rugs are part of decor, and if you can see, the decor or decoration is a part of home and garden, so it's not part of furniture. So to make it short, is there anything here which is clearly not belonging here? Almost nothing except candles. We can say it would be nice to remove candles. And art also, I think. Let's see in the art department what kind of art it is. Those are pictures and so on. Art is clearly also not a part of it. Okay, it would be better for them to remove candles in art and to think about removing rugs from this online store. And lighting also, but lighting is something, if you think about modern furniture, lighting is that what makes the furniture look good. It's a part of a modern living room, of a modern dining room, bedroom, office, and so on and so on. So I would leave them here. They belong here, and if they're going to buy something in addition to their furniture, it should be lighting. So is there something really here not belonging to the entity? Not really. Not really, but if we remove the mentioned things, they could get a few visibility points from Google. So the next one is each subcategory placed in the correct category? That would take a lot of time to do it, but they can do it on their own and see if sofas belong to the living room and so on and so on, if coffee tables belong to there and so on. What we are seeing here is that they're combining two keywords, two synonyms into one category. Or there's like here, ottomans are those things and benches are those things, so they should separate them and not have them in the same category. But I think I saw, yes, coffee and side tables, those are synonyms. You should use the one which has a greater search volume. Let's just look inside it and see if coffee tables or side tables have the same amount of search volume or similar amount. Coffee tables and side tables. Coffee tables, 40,000, side tables only 800, not 800, 18,000. So this category should be named coffee tables, and we assume that they will bring side tables into that. They will cover side tables with the coffee tables keyword. If you don't know if something is really a synonym, especially in those artsy niches, then just ask ChatGPT or any other AI if they're really synonyms, or you can Google it, coffee table synonym, and then you have thesaurus. Where is it? 11 similar words. Let's see it. Or side table. So a side table is a synonym of a coffee table, and that says Merriam-Webster, the Merriam-Webster dictionary, so that must be true. Okay, so they are doing that wrong. They should not put two keywords into that. If we are already here, we can also check if they have it in the title tag. Yes, but they put modern in front of it. So if they want the modern coffee table, then we need to look into modern coffee tables. Modern coffee tables. We can also use the singular to check it out, because what happened here? Okay, so let's check the singular too. And now analyze coffee table 200K, side table 49, and modern coffee table 18,000. So it is okay to combine it, but then they should put modern coffee tables as the H1 here. Is this even an H1? Let's take a look. This one is an H1. Great. Do they have only one H1 on the site? Let's see. H1 coffee and side tables. Yes. Okay, so they would do great to make this category modern coffee tables and look into it. But we are looking if something is not belonging there, if a subcategory is in the wrong category. That's a part of the restructuring process. Please take a look at the SEOLAXY School lesson 12 and the SEOLAXY Academy lesson number 1. There we are talking about that, and it would take hours to ensure that this is the case. Not hours, but 2-3 hours. I don't want to invest it into here. Learn it, and if it's wrong, then it should be done better. So does only one menu exist? So we have here we will check the home page. So on the home page we have that menu, and if we visit the mobile menu, hello, what's happening here? So in the mobile view, we see we have a so-called hamburger menu. It's always a good idea to place the word menu, below the hamburger menu, because not everyone knows what those 3 stripes are. You, as someone who is really surfing the internet every day and is a professional, you for sure know it, but the broader audience still doesn't know what that means. And also placing it on the left-hand side is a bad idea. Placing it on the right-hand side is a better idea because of usability. But this is not a usability roast. This is an e-commerce SEO roast. So let's look into it. So now we take a look at that hamburger menu. We can just inspect it, and we will see where does this belong to. It's hard to get. It's a navbar container, okay, but it's hard to get into it. So let's do it otherwise. We have opened the source code, and we'll now search for menu. We will go up there because menus are normally up there. Look for menu, and we see that we have a custom menu drop down. Okay, below that navbar container containing the class hamburger menu. Okay, so we have that one menu, and there is a mega menu navigation. So we see that the menu on the website, it's called a mega menu, is in a different div, in a different HTML tag, and the hamburger menu is a JavaScript menu, which is an awful idea. So first of all, we answered this one. Does only one menu exist? No, 2 menus exist. So we needed to make it one menu. Now we have a HTML menu in the desktop version and a JavaScript hamburger menu on the mobile view. The JavaScript menu is not visible to Google, and Google is a mobile first principal search engine machine. So there will not see the menu in the mobile version. Therefore, the mobile rankings could be quite different than their desktop rankings inside Google. So that is something to be aware of. We can check that also with Systrix. Let's see, I need to log in here. That's a German tool for doing almost the same as SEMrush, but has better data for the German market and has a nice view on mobile and desktop traffic. So now let's take a look into Systrix, and we need to change the flag into USA, the market, and now redo the search. And take a look at the visibility index, where it is divided into mobile and desktop. But we don't have any desktop data here. I don't know why. Usually it's divided into mobile and desktop. But as you can see, the mobile version is staying as it was. So we assume the desktop version is going under. Yes, that's the case. So something happened at the end of the year and the mobile version dropped. Okay, so to come back to our menu, to our issues from the checklist, does only one menu exist? No. What should we do? We should make one menu. Which menu should it be? The existing HTML menu should be also visible in the mobile, just and changing the CSS. So is the menu visible to Google? What was the second next thing? So the best menu in this world, having the best items in it, the best categorization, reflected, mirrored in there, won't bring a lot if it's not visible to Google, and that's exactly what happened here. And the next point is the link juice effectively distributed from the homepage. Now let's take a look again at the homepage and see how many links they have. So they have in total 338 links on this homepage. That's for this size, the size of this online store, a little bit too much. It should be, let's say, 200, 250. They have only 6 eternal links. So if we remove those 6 we are not happy. But we see they have 166 links. And then almost or exactly the double amount of those links here. So it could be that all those links and the whole homepage has one version in desktop and another version in mobile having the exact same links. So if we count it here, we have here like 2, 4, 6, 10, 11, and then 6, 17, 23, 29, 38, 47, 52, 60, 62, and those 2 of 4, 7, so it's 70 links. 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77. So it seems that this is really the case. So they might have in the HTML1 mobile version and then the desktop version, everything in one HTML. And it seems like it. Look here. Here is the mobile version. Yeah, here ends the desktop version, and then they start here a mobile version. What a bad idea. Oh my God. That's not good at all. We can also see rendering issues with our plugin view rendered source and see if there is a difference between the versions, the rendered and the pre-rendered version and the client-side rendered version. So the server-side rendered version and the client-side rendered version. And we can see that there is. So the JavaScript, all the JavaScript comes afterwards. and some things disappear. Interesting. So it looks just a hard guess from, I cannot do it right now, but a hard guess would be if you access this website from the desktop like we do, you get the HTML version of the website. But if you open it from the mobile version or from mobile device, you get the JavaScript version. Which could be okay, but those are really two different things and shouldn't be mixed. Either an online store is not JavaScript based or it is JavaScript based, but here it's a very, very interesting combination. To be honest, I have never seen that somebody is using this tactic, and I wouldn't suggest them to do it. But okay. That's what it is. Is the link juice effectively distributed? We can say yes, but some cleanup could be done with the footer links. It's just too much, can be everything combined into something interesting. We can hide the external links to the social media channels, but all in all, it looks fine. The next one is the online store using the correct type of category pagination? So we can have an uplift of 30% if we have a great category pagination, the right one chosen. So if you go into sofas, we know it's a popular category. They have a lot of sofas. We have here a button. If we inspect that button, we see that's a button and it's a form button, therefore Google usually doesn't enter it, meaning that Google won't discover the other items here. And it takes too long to load, even for Google. So it's winding. As a user, I would be gone already. And as Google, I'm gone. But okay. And then you see those, okay, you see it said load 38 more items and it loaded it. So this online store has no pagination. It has this awful loading more button, which should be much faster on mobile if they want anything. I will now open the chairs. Where are the chairs? Here, launch chairs. So let's open it in mobile view, reload it, and see how fast is it loading there. So the last chair is this brown one, beige one. It says again load 38 more items, but it's loading a lot more than 38, and it's taking a while. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, now here it works. Here it is okay. But still, that's not the greatest idea to do. So they have also here free swatches in Flash. Some boxes they don't need. So what would users love to see? And Google also. So here it should be modern launch chairs, because in title tag it says modern launch chairs. Here should be also the same. And we should see on mobile at least 2 products in the above the fold version, which we see here. That's great. And then they come with a banner. That banner might signalize to Google that that's the end of the category. They could do a main content detection and tell the Googlebot that here is the end, here is some kind of banner, and they're gone. And also there is no paginations, so the Googlebot doesn't know that there is more about it. So for this online store, I would remove that banner and place only the products, and that is also important for users. And now we have a little bit of text here, not something much. The user can know why it's so expensive, or what are the materials and so on. Maybe that comes on the product page. We will see. But what should they do? I don't know which one of those categories is the biggest category. We also here don't have a C in the URL, I cannot distinguish between products and categories, but because they all have HTML at the end, like you see here, and I cannot know what the biggest category is. But maybe we can do some logic here and maybe find out what could be good, what could have all the things. So we can also go and view all to see all the products from the living room. And now we can see we have 40 items more. And we cannot click on dining. We can click, so we have a link to dining and no, storage and view all. Is storage and view all the same? No. Oh, we have a double category. Great. So that's not a good idea. So they maybe created this category to list all products, but still there is the button. So bad idea. So they have this category twice. Here it says modern storage in the title tag and should be also there, modern storage furniture. And here it says the same, but it's browse all modern storage. It's all on index follow. So this is a bad idea. Why did they do it? Maybe when they had the previous mobile version, they couldn't get the developers to create a link on the storage point, so they created view all. And if you do that, if sometimes that occurs, then right here view all storage furniture and not just view all, so that Google knows what are we viewing. But let's see in the mobile version what exactly happened. And if we go into the menu, there is storage. And that's the reason I cannot, you see the mobile version doesn't allow me to click on storage. So I need to click on view all. And then I come to this category. That should be fixed. That's the reason why we need one menu and it's working on both sides. So we just identified a new problem we didn't even search for. So 172 items. Let's go through it. Dining. It doesn't say how many items. 41, 38. So if we go to dining and then all, there is no dining at all. Great. Bedroom. View all. Let's see. Ta-da-da-da-da. Oh, sometimes this website is really, really slow. Okay, 109 items. So here we could have, let's see if we have not bigger one. Office, 235. Lighting, 555. Accessories, again, slow as hell. 172. So if they have this category with 411 items, and that's the level 1 category, and they want us to see it, and they want Google to see it. So this should be living room furniture or living furniture. And in this category, we need to display 400 items. And some recommendation would be to show 24. The recommendation is to show 12 to 36 items when it comes to furniture. If you browse it on the mobile phone, the users are very curious. They want to see a lot. So let's say we have 36 items, although I would pledge for 24, but 36 is okay. So we have more than 10 pages in here. So they should implement at least the pagination called show all. So show all pages here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Or how much do they have? If 36 divided, so 11, 12 pages, 13 pages. They should show all of them here, and they can still leave the load button, but show the paginations from 1 to 13. If they would have more items than that, it would be okay to use a ghost block pagination. And for those who learned it about, who know about those things, know how it looks like. I can show you an example. Ghost blog pagination. Why doesn't it show me? It's a nice article from colleagues from Audisto, and Audisto, you can see how that looks like. Summary table. So the ghost blog pagination over this last, it would look like this one. This would be the best pagination for them, but still show all that pagination is not listed here. Therefore, I'm mentioning it. They are on the edge of having the most benefits from a ghost blog pagination, but using all pages showing from 1 to 13 here would be the most beneficial for them. So the question is the online store using the correct type of category pagination? No, they're using a load more button. They don't have a pagination at all, so they should have a pagination when they implement it. So this point is asking you to check if it's the correct type of pagination, and using the correct type of the pagination can bring you 15 to 30% organic growth. But if you don't have a pagination at all, it could be much more. So if they now implement the pagination, it could go up to 40. But this online store has almost everything accessible through the subcategories. So if you go into sleeper sofas, which again should be modern sleeper sofas, yes, we see we have only 5 sofas. So most of those categories cover the products. So let's take a look at the products, and then we are through our preview checklist. I will now go through some normal things, but those are the 10 points. If you implement it and they're wrong in the online store, they're not done well, you can get at least an organic growth of 50% in 6 weeks. So if you want to get the whole checklist, then you go to SEOLAXY.com, checklist, become a SEOLAXY member, and you can get it. The price for SEOLAXY is $97 per month, and the checklist costs $97. So if you buy it only for 1 month and get the checklist, that's it. You can get it for the same price you're paying monthly. And if you like SEOLAXY, you can stay there. And if you want to take a look inside SEOLAXY, I will make a special video about it. But everything is written on the homepage, so take a look. We have great community. We have a masterclass where you can learn how to become an SEO, e-commerce SEO consultant. So making the leap from an SEO, e-commerce SEO specialist to a consultant, and how to earn $10,000 monthly in just 7 months after watching the masterclass. So you can ask me questions inside it, and the community is great. And there are other benefits like the tickets I mentioned in the checklist. You can download for each of those issues. If you have it, you can download a ticket, align it to your online store, meaning changing your online store URL, using the case you need, and you can get it. So if you get the checklist, you will understand what else you can do. But again, you can watch it. Why is this happening? And you can download the tickets, and you can see how you should set up the ticket, how many agile story points you can expect, how much it will take to change it, and additional comments and examples, and so on and so on. So now let's take a look at the product page. We have here a mono 81-inch sleeper sofa. Let's see, that's the same what's written in the title tag. It's canonicalized. Oh, that's the blue version. Okay, let's remove the blue one. Well, okay, we now have the one. So they canonicalized the colors. That can be done because the search volume for that keyword won't be present, and especially not for the color combinations, so that is all right. And now we have some childishly drawn dimensions, but nothing much special about the products, hardwood frame and so on. That product description could be higher up from an SEO perspective and from an UX perspective, because down there it looks like unimportant information, although it's product information or product properties. The H1 is below the picture, but still in the above the fold. That's okay. From a usability perspective, a black CTA button is not a good idea in this environment here. It should be something colorful. Even if you call yourself Blue Dot, maybe make that button blue. That would be a good idea for your conversion rate. Let's see something else. So office, conference, and work tables. That's what we're gonna want to buy. Let's see if we can find a nice conference or work table. Again, it's taking a lot, so that doesn't seem like a conference, neither a working table, but okay. Okay, that could be fun with the chairs. Kind of the chair looks so small on this, but okay. That's it. They don't have a blog, as I see. Maybe I can take a look into the footer. Do they have a pre-footer? Oh, again, nice feature. Okay, you can make it smaller, bigger, great. Looks nice, but still pricey, but okay. For that design, request free swatch, okay. Invite your best friends, teacher, mothers, friends, brothers-in-law, sisters, daughter. It's a conference table. Why should I do that? This is a good example of people trying to be funny and draw attention to it, but the potential customer may find that odd and go away, because he can find the dimensions only down there and not, okay, there is a table size. Estimated in stock. Okay. And then we have a warranty, shipping, returns. Great. Okay, now we can also check a little bit the rich snippets. Do they have rich snippets? How they look like, what they're using on the product page and what they're using on the category page. Let's open the lighting page. Lighting. Yeah. Shop all 4 wall lights. You see, it's better to remove them, especially the wall lights. But okay, so now we can also take a look into the rich snippets. So they have a product snippet, and the product snippet has no aggregate rating, so almost no, it's not useful. They have a breadcrumb that is an unnamed item. Oh, bad. The breadcrumbs are not set as they should be set up. And are they using nested? So if we go into lighting, floor lamps, are they using nested categories? They are. Okay, but Google can only detect the subcategories belonging to that category once they see the URL, but not with the breadcrumb, which is often not a good idea. So being in the menu, it's not enough. Like you have learned in the SEOLAXY Academy lesson number 1. They have again breadcrumbs in here and again an unnamed item, so crap. Local businesses, okay, they want to be known locally. It's a furniture store and there is no postal address, nothing. That looks almost like a fake shop. They have an organization snippet, again without nothing. They just tell you that they exist. And they don't have the carousel snippet. Okay, that's it for now. Now we should do a crawl and see what their title text and meta description look like. But let's see on an important category like this one if it's good enough. Modern sofas. Okay, living. We don't need that living in the title tag. Complete your living room design with why do you tell me where I need to put my sofa? So it could be also in the hallway. Who knows where I put my sofa? But okay, complete your living room design with modern sofas, flaunting all kinds of sumptuous silhouettes. Oh my God, that's some shop sofas with the chase, apartment sofas and more. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Not good, not good. It's sounding kind of fancy, trying again to be standing out with some wording which is too complicated for most people, not telling me where it can be delivered, what payment methods I have, and not really standing out. So if those are modern sofas, maybe for the living room or stayed here living room, but still modern sofa, they don't stand out. So modern, unique sofas, modern design sofas, modern something is missing in the description. So the title tag could be modern sofas for the living room or for exquisite living room. You can play with the pattern after the keyword. So modern sofas for exquisite living rooms, for special living rooms, for cozy living rooms, for something. And then there a little bit about quality and design would be nice here. So it could be some cheap store. It could be some really ugly furniture. I don't know. So it needs a unique selling point. And let's take the other one, the lounge chairs. What it says here, modern long chairs for an exciting living room, for a modern living room, for blah, blah, blah. Designed to make you melt. Oh, that sounds good. Designed to make you melt. Great. Yes, you see, now you're standing out. Modern lawn chairs by Blue Dot. We already know that modern chairs by Blue Dot, so don't repeat it here. Browse unique accent chairs and swivel chairs in a variety of shapes and fabrics. Congratulations. Apply that kind of copywriting into all the other descriptions in your categories and make this somehow clearer, and you could win. If you do it manually, you're done in 2-3 hours. So it's worth, because the CTR is the most important off-page factor. You need to increase your CTR and do that with all the creativity you have. You have shown in the chairs how you, in the launch chairs category, how to do that. Great, great. And now we don't have any filters here, so I cannot filter by material, I cannot filter by color, I cannot filter by wood material, by nothing. I can do no filtration in here, but it's important, especially for those kind of users. The only filter is, do you have it in stock or don't you have it in stock? And if I turn on in stock, the loading takes a while, and this page is duplicate content to your launch chairs. So it shouldn't be on index follow. It should be on no index follow. Does it have a canonical? It has a canonical. Okay, that saves you, but you should have no index, no follow implemented. And this link here, hopefully it is not an input element. It is an input element. So Google gets you and maybe indexes it. We can check that also. So we can put in Google's site bluedot.com and then in URL, what is product list in stock true. Let's see it. So that's the site parameter. And now we want just the URLs. In URL has this one. Is it indexed? This one is indexed. Shop all modern living room furniture is indexed. So you are lucky only this one is indexed, but it could be quite more if you don't remove it. Although maybe this one does not have a canonical tag. Let's see it. First of all, we don't have any products in here. That's also great. Here is page 10. Oh my God, something happened here a while ago. And it's canonicalized to page 10 Oh, they switched CMSs. I can see it. Maybe they're right now switching CMSs from Magento towards something like a PVA, a JavaScript. CMS could be true. I don't know. Maybe we just got into the wrong time. But still, this website looks great, but can be made a lot better. So we've gone through the most important things. We roasted it. We've seen the biggest pain points. And if they just do what we have mentioned in this roast, they can increase their organic revenue by at least 100% in a year. But it depends on how fast they're implementing. But if they do the main things we have mentioned, the real ones were really wrong, they can get at least an uplift of 50% in 6 weeks. So I hope that they will implement it, that you have learned something. And if you find it interesting, you can download the checklist preview by signing our SEOLAXY newsletter on SEOLAXY.com. If you find it really exciting, join SEOLAXY, become a member. You have 2 choices, using a subscription or getting lifetime access. And right now we have a promotion, so everybody who is subscribing to our channel enters a giveaway, so you can get a lifetime access just by becoming a YouTube subscriber if you're one of those 3 lucky winners. And if you already subscribed or get lifetime access and get drawn by the giveaway draw, then we will give you the money back. So don't wait. If you want to enter SEOLAXY, become a member right now. And if you want to see what's going to happen next in SEOLAXY, subscribe to our newsletter, and see you in the next SEOLAXY roast.